In the land of Egypt, the great famine raged, but Joseph the vizier had prepared. His family, led by his aged father Jacob, arrived from Canaan, seeking refuge and sustenance. Joseph went to meet his father Jacob in Goshen. When they met, Joseph embraced him and wept for a long time. Jacob said to Joseph, "Now I am ready to die, since I have seen for myself that you are still alive." Then Joseph took 5 of his brothers and presented them to Pharaoh. Pharaoh asked them, "What is your occupation?" They replied, "Your servants are shepherds, just as our fathers were." They also said, "We have come to live in this land, for there is no pasture for your servants' flocks, because the famine is severe in Canaan. So now, please let your servants settle in the land of Goshen." Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Your father and your brothers have come to you. The land of Egypt is before you. Settle your father and your brothers in the best part of the land. Let them live in Goshen. And if you know any among them to be capable men, put them in charge of my livestock." Then Joseph brought his father Jacob and presented him to Pharaoh. Jacob blessed Pharaoh. Pharaoh asked Jacob, "How old are you?" Jacob replied, "The years of my pilgrimage are 130. My years have been few and difficult, and they do not equal the years of my fathers during their pilgrimages." And Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from his presence. Joseph settled his father and his brothers and gave them property in Egypt, in the best part of the land, Ramesses. And Joseph provided his father, his brothers, and all his father's household with food according to their children. The famine was so severe that there was no food in all the land. Both Egypt and Canaan were exhausted. Joseph collected all the money found in Egypt and Canaan in exchange for the grain they bought. He brought the money into Pharaoh's palace. When the money ran out, all the Egyptians came to Joseph and said, "Give us food. Why should we die? Our money is gone." Joseph said, "Give me your livestock, and I will give you food in exchange." He supplied them with food in exchange for all their livestock that year. When that year was over, they came to him the next year and said, "Our money is gone, and our livestock belongs to you. There is nothing left for my lord except our bodies and our land. Why should we perish before your eyes? Buy us and our land in exchange for food, and we with our land will be in bondage to Pharaoh. Give us seed so that we may live and not die, and that the land may not become desolate." So Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh. All the Egyptians sold their fields. The land became Pharaoh's. As for the people, he moved them into the cities from one end of Egypt to the other. Only the land of the priests he did not buy, for the priests had a fixed allowance from Pharaoh. Joseph said to the people, "Now that I have bought you and your land today for Pharaoh, here is seed for you. At harvest time, you are to give 1/5 of the produce to Pharaoh. The other 4/5 are yours." They said, "You have saved our lives. May we find favor in the eyes of my lord, O Pharaoh. We will be in bondage to Pharaoh." So Joseph established it as a law concerning land in Egypt still in force today that Pharaoh should have 1/5. Only the land of the priests did not become Pharaoh's. Israel lived in Egypt, in the land of Goshen. They acquired property there and were fruitful and multiplied greatly. Jacob lived in Egypt for 17 years, so the years of his life were 147. When the time drew near for Israel to die, he called for his son Joseph and said to him, "If I have found favor in your eyes, put your hand under my thigh and promise that you will show me kindness and faithfulness. Do not bury me in Egypt, but when I rest with my fathers, carry me out of Egypt and bury me in their burial place." Joseph said, "I will do as you say." Jacob said, "Swear to me." So Joseph swore to him. Then Israel worshipped as he leaned on the top of his staff. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more biblical stories.